Good morning, my dear students. Today we will start our chapter 3. The title is States of India. This chapter is all about our country, India. Before starting the chapter, I will explain certain terms that you must know to understand the chapter well. The first term is government. You must have heard this word many times. Today I will tell you the meaning of this word. You can understand this term easily by looking at your school. You all know that principal is the head of the school, then vice principal, teachers, office staff, helpers all work together for the smooth working of the school. In the same way, for the smooth working of our country, we select certain people who help for the proper working of our country. In other words, a government is a group of people who are responsible for controlling the country or a state. A government does so many things for the people. Number one, it makes rules or laws for the smooth working of our country. Number two, it looks after the welfare and safety of the people. Number three, it provides many services like water, electricity, and transport. Number four, it builds the school, hospitals, parks, roads, stadiums, stations, bus stand, and airports. So, all these facilities are provided by the government. Now, we will have the quick reading also. First, there is a yellow box. Write the names of the following. My country. So, what is the name of your country? India. My state. What is the name of your state? Haryana. So, write it in your books and come to the first line. India became independent on 15th August 1947 and formed its own government. A government is a group of people who are responsible for controlling a country or a state. It looks after the welfare and safety of the people. It makes laws, laws means rules, to run the country or the state smoothly. Smoothly means without any difficulty. The government provides services like electricity, water, and transport. It also builds roads, schools, hospitals, parks, stadiums, stations, or airports. Now come to this paragraph. India is a big country. Our leaders realized that it was not possible for one government to look after such a big country. Hence, after India became independent, it was decided to divide it into smaller units called states. Smaller units means smaller parts. It was further decided that there would be a central government to run the whole country. Then there would also be a separate state government to look after the welfare of the people of every state. It was decided that the central government would also look after some parts of the country called the Union Territories. Now, India has 29 states and 7 union territories. So now I will tell you, our country, India, is a big country. And after getting independence on 15th August 1947, it was decided to divide it into smaller parts called states because it is not easy to manage the country as a whole. So it was also decided that there will be one central government which will run the whole country, and there will be a separate state government to look after the welfare of the people of every state. There are some parts of our country that are not a part of any state. These parts are called union territories. Our central government look after these union territories. Now India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Now, if you have this edition of your book, it is written 29 states and 7 union territories. So you have to make this change. In place of 29, write down 28, and in place of 7, write down 8. At present, we have 28 states and 8 union territories. So just do this reading till here and underline the difficult words. In the next session, I will explain you the central government and the state government. Thank you.